Hear ye, hear ye. I am your king. I'm just kidding. I'm Brian Pianer. This is Liberty Tonight. Welcome everybody who's here. I want you all to know that my computer decided to brick itself 30 minutes ago, and I put it outside for 5 minutes, and then it started. And that's how close we were to having to having no show tonight. So thank goodness it's cold out to deal with overheating laptops. But anyways, we got a wonderful night ahead for you. We'll be talking to a former president once again, regular caller. We'll be having Axel Brones come in and give us the down low on DOGE and what's going on inside the swamp, inside the system. And I've got a little pre-workout to try to work my way through to stay up at like high energy the whole time. But before we go and do crazy things like that, we can't start the show off really without speaking to our sovereign. High energy, king of libertarian, this man, this myth, this legend, he's responsible for making sure that we understand the right and wrong thing to do with our freedom. And if it wasn't for him, we would all be lost. So take out your notebooks and your drinks and get ready for the best part of your week, which is the King's Speech.
Hear ye, hear ye. I'm King Libertarian, benevolent dictator of libertarianism, slayer of status, hater of bureaucrats, especially right now, and all around badass monarch. Now, silence, peasants. Your king is speaking. DOGE is uncovering that government bureaucrats have been making up things like the best improv comedy troupe and spending handfuls of taxpayers' dollars on it. It's like welcome to Whose Government Is It Anyways, where the programs are made up and the amount of cash we spend doesn't matter. The extent of the government malfeasance is quite staggering. As it turns out, the hyperboles of the most skeptical anarchist libertarians seem like mere estimations compared to the reality of what's being uncovered. I'm thinking maybe we should have taken that fedora wearing neckbeard living in his mother's basement a little more seriously. You'd think everyone would get behind finding and eliminating government waste and fraud. Coincidentally, the people not with the program also cannot walk unassisted. Weird coincidence. And the Democrats are doing just great in their continued death spiral into complete oblivion. Last time they defended shady money this hard, it was guilting their boyfriend into buying them a Plan B pill. Next time, they should date the Treasury director that literally never is denied a payment. You could have some other man's baby, and he'd still pay the child support. And why shouldn't Democrats be mad about U.S. aid getting cut? Blue cities are imploding under crime and homelessness, but TransCare Clinic of Vietnam really needed to sterilize children. I mean, guys, was spraying or Agent Orange all over the country not enough? We gotta go after the balls. Okay. And this is just scratching the surface. We haven't even seen what the Pentagon is up to. But I can take a guess it has something to do with a study about how to make the aliens gay. Your king has spoken. Now back to Squire Brian.
All right, let's talk about what's the real news here. Austin Peterson's account gets hacked, Daniela Bansack's account gets hacked on X. But the two of our accounts aren't hacked. And what's that mean? What's that mean? We have amazing passwords or we aren't important. I don't know which one of those it is. But
yeah, I look at it as we got the run of the place. It's our show now. Yeah.
I do want to say that I have like a 25-letter password, which I really hope doesn't get hacked at this point with two-factor authentication. And we have Revere's Rebel Roast, which is a new blend inside the For Liberty shop supporting Liberty Tonight. This one is
Mm.
a mild middle roast. You know, it's not too light or too dark. It's not too hot or too cold. It's the right kind of roast. It's just right in the middle, right?
Goldilocks.
You're going to take these, what I'm assuming is slave beans from Africa or wherever, and you're roasting them to make sure that you are well caffeinated. And for a late night show like that, that's very important. I want you
Yes.
to make sure that you have the caffeine you need, and I want to be your caffeine dealer, which is why I am wearing this robe for you this evening. I just want you to know that you can be my friend. Unlike your doctor, I will ask how you're doing and how you're sleeping and, you know, what your relationship's like and care about you. Unlike your normal drug dealing doctor who's just going to write a script and shoot you out the door, I'm not just going to sell you coffee. I promise to care about you. And that's more than most people. So I hope that you take me seriously
Um,
and enjoy a little bit of coffee from the For Liberty shop. Anyways, we got a good night, I
yeah.
believe, ahead of us. By the skin of our teeth, we make it here to try to entertain every single one of you. Thank you for those in the chat. Come to rumble.com/liberty tonight. Join the chat. Don't be a lurker. Come and meet us, talk to us, tell us jokes. We will read anything you write in a Rumble rant to the limit of our ability to read. I promise you.
Yeah, thank you, Steelbringer, for gifting one subscription tonight. Looks like it went to Nelson8565. My eyes are perfect, but I can't read that. Thank you so much, Steelbringer. Thanks for being here tonight.
You know, Rumble announced a new program, completely changing, like giving new benefits and new monetization for those who stream 30 hours a month, 1 hour a day, basically. So the Wake Up America show definitely is gonna qualify for that. Liberty
Woo!
Tonight show, no, not anytime soon, unless unless we're changing things up and we're gonna start doing an hour a day every single day. So
Should we do it, chat? Hour a day, every day? It's not physically possible, but maybe with enough encouragement, maybe, maybe.
I'm over here setting things up a little bit. I'm moving as fast as I can. There we go. Look, it's going. It's going. It's
There we
amazing
go.
how quick you can become at something after doing it for only, I mean, this is like episode 13. So,
It's been like 6 months.
Bernie Sanders, everybody, he voted to reject the RFK Jr. nomination to HHS. I don't think any of us are surprised.
No.
He never gets
No.
it right. The guy's a sellout. I expect him to do what's in his best interest, so that he can buy his fifth or sixth house. And you know, this isn't exactly it.
I sold books, okay? I sold books. That's how I became a multimillionaire. Yeah. Yeah, well,
you
a
need to
lot of
work on
people
your
on
Bernie a
X,
little bit.
a lot of people on X kind of took him to the ringer. For a lot of like the Maha, former liberal people, this was kind of a lot of the Maha people were Bernie Sanders supporters, right? Um, it's like the fifth or sixth time you catch your wife in bed with another man. It's like, all right, you've broken my heart enough, to where you're out on the curb. But I thought tonight, since Bernie's been such a disappointment, our top 10 of the week will be top 10 top 10 things that are less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. We did have some pictures lined up, but with the technical difficulties,
Hey,
you're just gonna have to listen to me.
I'm gonna
You're
show
just
the
gonna have to listen to me.
I'm gonna show the pictures. You can see it
You
on
are?
the
Oh,
screen.
okay, okay.
It's not
You
as
gotta
fancy as I had
other way
planned.
around.
It's
You're
not.
you're starting at you're starting at the beginning.
I was expecting some nice slides.
Yeah, start with the woman, and then work your
Okay,
way back. All right.
we're here.
Okay. All right. Top 10 things less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. Number 10, Titty Tuesday with no titties. All right. That is not a good Tuesday. Tuesdays kind of suck to begin with. Titties are the only thing that make it great. So, very disappointing to have no titties on Titty Tuesday. All right. Any word about nothing, Brian? Okay. Number
Number 9.
9. The latest Disney versions of the Star Wars movies. That is number 9. Less disappointing than Bernie Sanders has been. Okay. Number 8. Being last in line at the DMV. Yes, we've all been there,
This
unfortunately.
is making
The
me
only thing
sad.
worse than the line at DMV is the line at CVS because you're standing there with your ultra small condoms and the wart cream that you don't want to be seen with anything in your hands at the CVS. So maybe that was a long line at CVS would be better. All right, number 7. Things that are less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. A pregnant teenage daughter. Oof. I'm sorry if that hits home for you. All right. Things that are less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. Number 6, a botched facelift.
Oh my goodness.
That
That's
is a
not
real
real.
person.
That's no way that's real.
What they did is that she brought in a picture of GoldenEye 64 and said, "Doc, make me look like 64-bit. That's what I want. That's the
Oh,
look I'm going for." All right. All right. 10 things, top 10 that are less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. Number 5, the Chiefs and the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Oh,
is anyone
all
actually
you
gonna watch
sports
the Super
fans out
Bowl?
there.
I've seen this. It's a rerun. I don't watch reruns.
Yeah. Yeah, I've out and about since this game was decided on who it was going to be. I haven't heard a single person be happy about it. These are two most hated teams in the NFL right now. I guess I don't
And
watch it,
and
but
I am very curious if like the Super Bowl commercials are over or not.
oh, we're gonna get to that. We're
Okay.
gonna get to that. The new Carl's Jr. ad. I'll just give you a little preview here, Brian. America is freaking back. All right. Top 10 things less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. We were just number 5, the Chiefs. Number 4, a massage with no happy ending. Oh, man. Some Congress people will be very, very unhappy with not having to pay for. All right. Number 3, getting catfished on your hot date is still less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. That's even if that was the date. Um, yeah. All right. All right. Number 2, less things that are less disappointing than Bernie Sanders. Government's response to natural disasters. North Carolina and California will
Uh,
definitely agree with me there. All right. Drum roll, please. The number 1 thing that is less disappointing than Bernie Sanders is Biden's ability to remember literally anything. Okay. Woo! There's your top 10 for the week, folks. There you go.
we're trying our. Oh my gosh! I feel like there's a better way for that to happen. Blame it all. Just blame it all on me. Let's do better next time. I feel like I'm gonna not let the computer freeze and die on me right before the show next week, and then we'll set that up all clean, crystal clear for everyone.
Hey, we're getting it.
We're getting
They
it.
got the gist.
What is next? Oh, is this like 5 minutes early? Should I answer it?
Hey there, Brian. How you doing? What you laughing about? I'm living my best life right now, so I don't know what you're laughing at right now, but
Hey,
I'm all over the news, baby. I'm
Bill, you're a
back.
regular on the show, and I just have to ask you a question that, it's really been eating at my heart deep inside, and that is Arkansas the worst state in the country?
Yeah, man.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I can't
Who
believe
wouldn't
you.
like to be as governor? Much, yeah, no, I got out of that place as soon as I could. Is Martha Vineyard in Arkansas? No, man. I got out of that shithole as soon as I could.
So, when you decided you had to go to Arkansas, that was your way to succeed in the world. no one ever gives you credit for the fact that like that takes having to live in Arkansas for 8 years and be the governor of Arkansas, and I think that's really a credit to your name. Um, would you do it again?
No, man, I'm out of there. I don't have no ties. Like I don't even shop at Walmart, man. That's how over Arkansas I am. But I keep this. It, it's more of a Texas accent, if you ask me, because I borrowed it. Because the Arkansas accent, it sounds like a cat is licking its own ass with toilet paper, and a bell on his neck and a tinfoil hat on. I don't even know what's going on with those folks. So,
So,
yeah,
so speaking about your retirement and what's happening with Doge in Washington D.C., do you think this is funny? Do you enjoy it? Is it scary that some of your reporting friends at the BBC or PBS they're all going to lose their money? Like, how do you feel about what Doge is doing?
I don't know, other than the fact they got big balls up in there on the Doge team just wrecking things. That's so funny, man. The kid's name is Big Balls. Oh, there was that. Uh, I can't believe it. No, why I'm laughing so much is because that's what they used to call me in the White House too. So the fact that Big Balls is coming back for revenge, oh, it's just cool, man. I'm just chilling with it, man.
Bill, do you appreciate the fact I'm wearing a robe to talk to you?
Absolutely. You look good, man. You look good. The last time I saw someone look better in a robe, it definitely was not Hillary Clinton, that's for sure. She is disgusting, man. She's thrown me under the bus so many times. You know, there's all this Epstein stuff too. She's behind all that. She secretly wants to ruin my life, man. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Here's the real question for you, and that is, I do know that the rumor is that the Obamas are going to get divorced. Does that make you happy to be the strongest Democrat marriage in the family, like on the Democrat side of the aisle? It's Bill and Hillary. You
Yeah,
guys have
man.
managed to
Her and
keep it
I.
together.
It's like like they used to say, man. It's the old ball and chain. Uh, it's a little bit different in our scenario. It's a ball gag and a chain around my chest, but she, for all her faults, right? I'll give her this. For all her faults, she is a freaky little thing. So you
I
wonder
don't want to
why
hear
I
this. I
just
do
haven't
not want
just
to hear
up and
this.
left. Uh, it gets kind of worth it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bill, this is not that kind of show. We're not into that, whatever that is.
All, all right, man. I'm not judging. Shit.
We're all judging. We're all judging.
All right, man. Don't knock it till you try. That's what I told old Monica before she, yeah. So
But
don't knock it till you try. Well,
okay,
you can knock on my door.
okay, you dirty old man. Okay. So I think that's gonna be it for you and this show tonight, but I hope you come back next time. Give us a little update. I appreciate it when you call. You're probably pretty
Absolutely.
free these days, so we'll always look out for you. And I hope you're having a great night. We'll talk to you soon, okay, Bill?
All right. It's big balls to you. Bye. What did I
Guys.
miss? Good Lord.
I don't know. I can't carry a conversation with him. You gotta give me a bucket so I can help carry the conversation
He's
with Bill.
he's a little wacky, that's
He's
for
just kind
sure.
of a dirty old man at this point.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
sad. I don't know. Oh, anyways, we need to move on to the next segment, which is the Babylon Bee.
Yes, the be or not. That's right, folks. Tonight we are playing real or fake headline again. Last week I think I got 2 out of 2. I think I got caught on 2, and then I got you guys on the last end. So we're gonna do 4 again. I don't know how many are true. I don't know how many are false. I do, but you don't. So Brian's going to play along. He has not seen these headlines. He does not know which ones are true and which ones are false. All right. All right. Real or fake? Is it real or is it the B? First headline: obese Gen Z influencer goes viral, says, quote, "I'm down 50 pounds because I can't afford to eat in Trump's economy." True or false? Is that a real headline or is that Babylon B? Obese
I,
Gen
I
Z.
need a little help from the chat. Anyone have any opinions?
Obese Gen Z. I'm down 50 pounds because I can't afford Trump's economy.
I'm
Mr. PYG says, of course he hasn't seen the headlines. Brian cannot read. Ooh.
I'm going with this as a legitimate headline, not the
All
Babylon Bee.
right. So Nelson says true. Brian says true. All right. 3, 2, 1. Anyone else in the chat? All right. This is true. This is true. It's that I can't. Juliana Rodriguez, the one that's really really big. And if you go to that, look at it on X. She does a before and after, and there's literally no difference. All right, number 2. Is this true or is it the Babylon Bee? Salami mogul dies after helicopter crashes on his family's castle grounds. Salami mogul dies after helicopter crashes on his family's castle grounds. Is that true or false? Is that the Babylon Bee?
That sounds legit. I bet that happened. What
All
do you
right,
guys
Brian
think?
is true. Steelbringer Nelson. Nelson thinks it is the Babylon Bee. Anyone else want to jump in? Jump in, jump in. All right. Barney Styles true. It is true. Yes, this actually occurred
Woohoo!
somewhere in like Transylvania or something where they still have castles they live in for some reason,
I
and
want to be a
I guess
salami
like hang
master.
upside down. Yeah, it's a hang upside down like a bat, or lure small children over at night, or sleep in a coffin. Whatever salami
I
moguls
mean,
are doing.
it sounds like there's a opening for a new one.
Yeah, yeah, yes. There's a slot on the rafters that this man once hung from. So, uh, who wants to who?
And I'm getting a business card that says salami mogul, and we're going with that.
King Salami. I like it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, King Salami. Yeah. All right. Okay. Real or fake? Real or fake? Headline number 3: Man with dendrophilia goes viral for attempting to have sex with 100 trees in one day. And if you didn't catch what dendrophilia means, it is somebody who is sexually attracted to trees.
I think we all know
All
this is
right.
probably true, no matter how much we all wish it wasn't.
All right.
I think
Brian
I
is
think we're
true.
all saying I hope that this is fake, but I bet that this is real.
A man with dendrophilia. I learned a new word here.
The
All
world
right.
the world of grossness never disappoints, and I never want to learn more about it. It just is always available to go further when worse. So
There was a word for the philia, so I don't know, but this is false. This is false.
oh,
All right, that is the B. I was inspired by Lily Phillips in her escapades, and I thought, would it be funny if like somebody was like, "Yeah, you banged 100 guys, but I'm gonna go bang 100 trees in one day." I
ugh.
don't think the person trying to bang the trees would get as far. Yeah, a lot more damage. All right, last one.
I guess that would be like we're running into physically impossible there, right?
he would he would be demolishing his penis by like the 15th
Ow.
one, so it
Yeah,
would be a bloody mess. All right.
I
Woo, all
should have thought
right.
that
This is
one
what we're
through.
doing tonight, talking about banging trees. Okay. All right, last one. Real or fake? Real or fake? Egg crunch might get better, USD docs reveal. The agency paid for a study on hen sexuality. All right. Is that a true headline or is that fake? Egg crunch might get better. As USAID docs reveal, the agency was paying a study on hen sexuality. Is that true or false?
I don't
What do you
know.
say, chat? What
I
do you
don't know.
say? Was USAID funding sexy hen time studies or
There's nothing too unbelievable for this. So just to keep my
I
record perfect, I said true for all of them. So
okay.
I think this is real.
Well, we were on banging trees before, so like we're heading in an even worse direction. Drum roll, please. This is false. This came from the deepest depths of my mind. All right. So to recap, true or false? Babylon B obese Gen Z
2 and 2.
influencer was true. Salami mogul true. Man banging trees false. Egg crunch
And
study sex and hens
we
false.
got Barney Styles giving us the I don't care Margaret face from Vance.
Yeah, Bubby. That's what we're doing
And Mr.
tonight.
PYG called me a stag. That's what I got out of his comment. I I'm a
Okay.
married
All
man,
right.
so I don't think that that's the right adjective. But we're American, so we don't care how the Brits use their words. You just gave the
That's
liberal
right.
left a new idea. Yes, you did. Why'd you do that, King?
Oh, well, good thing the USAID is shut down now, so I'm not afraid to give them any new ideas. But I almost fooled myself with that one. Steelbringer just gifted somebody a subscription. Thank you so much, Steelbringer. Mr. PYG, congratulations, Mr. PYG. Good to see you. It's been a second since we've seen you in here in the chat. Good, thanks for jumping in. This is Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. And we are your intrepid hosts, Brian Piotr at Brian_Piotr on X. I'm King Libertarian on X. We're part of the For Liberty Network with Austin Peterson every weekday morning, 7 to 9 Central. That man is crazy for getting up that early. But you all get up with him and start your day with him every morning, which is great. And then we have Daniela Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes she does, I guess, more than that. She was on Saturday, maybe a special broadcast. But with Culturama, the lovely Daniela, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and maybe even more here on the For Liberty Network. And yeah, if you go to forlibertyshop.com,
We have 26
yeah,
new products this week.
that's
That's
right.
pretty incredible. Everybody, 26 products added to the For Liberty shop for Liberty Tonight. We have brand new coffee, but we also got the entire collection of Gulf of America, which is crazy, crazy products. We got a little pillow. We got a baby onesie. A couple versions of the baby onesie. Hat. It's everything and anything you want. You want to look hot on the beach
Yes.
this summer in a tank top with a Gulf of America tee? Like, look at this. We got nice
Yeah, the
water
Gulf of
bottles.
America stuff, that's clutch. I'm getting that tank. I'm gonna wear it to the gym.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is the tank to
100%.
have this summer, 4th of July parties at the pool party. Every guy's going to be looking at your chest asking, where do I get the Gulf of America shirt?
It was the warmest January ever. It's gonna be the hottest summer ever. That's right. Yeah, go to the formerly Gulf of Mexico with a Gulf of America gear. I live in Florida. I'm gonna be going to the beach every time I can and looking at literally the Gulf of what used to be called Mexico and saying, "Hello, Gulf of America." But you can join me in that ritual poolside. You don't
And
have
you
to
can
actually. You can be
bring
there in spirit with
you
me.
can bring the full-size beach towel that says Gulf of America and support our show. Just imagine how you'll look lying down on that towel and just gazing into the Gulf of America, which is now ours. Which it always
I'll
was
be
ours. That's the joke. But
Yeah, I will be doing some photo shoots out there this
is
summer
Google
for sure.
Maps ever going to update? I'm going to check it out right now for all of us.
Yeah, let's see what else has been going on in
Let
the
us know
chat.
let us know in the chat if you think it says Gulf of America. No, it doesn't. Google, what are you
Google, what the
doing?
heck? Do we need another executive order? Need to fire another one off you? Well, they also just apparently
We got to trade.
lifted their restriction on using AI for weapons and government wars. So that's Google. You gotta come with some good on the bad, man.
Let's trade
Update
them
your
over
stuff.
here. We got to do Gulf of America in the big Gulf and we can give them Gulf of Mexico over here for the Gulf of California, because we don't care about this. This is just a hot bathtub of nothingness in the desert. Nobody cares about the Gulf of the California. So that can become Gulf of Mexico. Trade,
Right.
deal,
Yeah.
or we put 20% tariffs on you. Like, right? It doesn't threats just appear to work. What I've learned from Donald Trump's threats is they appear to always work. He seems to get immediate results from everybody just threatening tariffs. They don't even have to go
Well,
into effect.
here's the thing that the weak people of this country have forgotten is that America is the best place on earth, and it may be the best house in a bad neighborhood. Fine, if you want to describe it that way, but there's a reason everyone wants to come here. And for the last 30 years, 40 years, whatever it's been, we've been having layers and layers of wet blankets put on top of us and smothering us and pushing us down, and we still are the best. So yes, it helps his negotiation to make threats when these people know if he falls through with it, there's no like they will get decimated. Uh, 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 for every inch of hurt we get, they get 10 miles of hurt. So bring it on. I'm so glad that we have somebody that can actually wield the stick, and wield the mic, and
And not just wield it, but have the I just don't care mentality.
that's
Like,
right.
I ain't running for re-election. F around and find out.
Yeah, Mr. PYG, my stag Brian is on point. Make Baja America and make Gulf of Cali Mexico. Baja
Hmm.
Maha, let's go.
Baja,
Yes.
California.
Barney Styles, US owns all the water in the entire world. I mean, if we get Greenland, that's the North Atlantic. And then we already have all those Pacific islands,
We
so the
take
Pacific's ours.
we take what we want,
Yes.
and some things we don't want. To be clear, like Gaza Strip. I don't want it.
What is up with that,
I
man?
don't. I don't want it. Some things. Some things can be other people's. They just don't need to be mine.
Yeah, yeah. When you started renaming things, we were all about it. But then when you try to make it the America Strip, like the American Strip should only describe a beautifully manicured pubic area of a nice bikinied woman. No
Let's
other
move.
strips,
Let's
no other
move.
American
Let's move on.
strips.
You got your head in the wrong place all evening tonight. Chuck, we're gonna do some mean tweets. Everybody, do you want a
Yes.
structure to this?
Yeah. So if you want to just go over the main tweet itself and then the reply and just fire through them.
Chuck, you are the poster boy for why we need term limits.
We're going through, yeah, mean tweets here. Yeah, Chucky Schumer being Chucky Schumer, and then yeah, he's basically calling out his corruption with the Soros people. So yeah, mean tweet number one. Mean tweets.
Mean tweet number two.
Chucky Schumer again. Being insufferable as always. Doge is not real. Doge is no authority. The Hodge twins. Shut your bitch ass up, Schumer. When we voted for Trump, we voted for Doge. Always always the Hodge twins coming in hot there with their
This is more than what I voted for. Just to be clear, I voted for
yes.
just a little bit of what we're getting, thinking that we won't get everything that we want because we're libertarians, and I did not expect this. That being the
Yes.
Ron Paul anarcho-capitalist, that somehow my politics would become the mainstream and in charge of the White House. I didn't expect it. It's been amazing, guys.
Yeah. I did not expect the 150-year-old Ron Paul to be being retweeted by the richest and most influential man on the planet Earth, uh, besides Trump. So
We
yeah.
we are like I say like people with my ideology are now in charge and firing thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
Yes.
It's freaking amazing.
Yes.
Guys, this is the good times are now. This is it. This is the time. This is the revolution. We don't even need to have a civil war and have a shooting war. It's just we're getting to fire these people, cancel their slush funds, cancel their contracts, send them out the front door or back door or any. Like what I would really like next. Smoke my cigar.
I thought you
I
were smoking something else.
I would like to see some arrests.
Yes.
These contracts for $60 million to pay someone off. I feel like someone should go to jail. I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
the guy that for 10 years at the Treasury Department just paid every single invoice could I submit an invoice to him and he would pay it?
Yeah,
That's essentially
he
if you
never.
had his address and you had a check and you knew how to mail something, you could get paid by the Treasury Department if you just knew the right guy to send an invoice to.
So,
Is that essentially
what
what was
is it
happening?
you say you do here? Right?
I mean,
That
right?
exactly that dude. Like, so your job is to approve stuff, um, like not review it. Like, absolutely, your job is to be a rubber stamp. Then why do we have you?
Yeah, he at least can he at least do some community service? I
Can
mean,
he wash windows? Can he do anything? We
there
paid
must
it,
be some type of punishment for the man that literally just gave away our money to anybody that asked for
and
it.
and it's
I
not like he
mean,
was
come on, folks.
So he, on one hand, he was not. Let's say he wasn't doing any crimes, but he was probably collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars from our taxes to do nothing.
Correct.
That alone deserves like some retribution.
Uh,
It not just getting fired, but like let's put you to work in a prison making license plates for 10 years. I think that's
yeah,
the beginning of it.
pay back your debt literally to society. Mr. PYG says, "Can he watch Liberty tonight? Is that his punishment? What are you trying to
Oh
say here?"
man, I feel
I
like
don't know.
that would be a reward.
I
Though
don't
I'm sure
know.
he had all the time to watch whatever he wanted on Rumble and YouTube
I'm
and X.
I'm definitely not annoying. We are not annoying, and there's not 25 people here watching us be annoying. This is not a punishment. All right.
Okay,
Mean tweets. Mean tweets number 3.
Peru's river turns pink. Barbie dumping waste now. This is USAID granted $1.3 million for Peru for the purpose of making rivers more effeminate in appearance.
Mean tweet. Mean tweet. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
The
that time of the
USD
month for
USAID
that river.
they spent $1.3 million on making rivers gay. I'm assuming that's satire, but with what we've seen they pay for, who knows? But yeah,
There's been so many satire tweets that are believable.
right.
Like,
So yeah, who knows? Maybe they did pay for this Reverend Peru to be gay now. Um, if it was gay though, wouldn't it be flowing in the opposite direction? Oh, all right. Ba-chunch. Okay.
better
Anything
out
more
than in.
on the
That's
gay
what I
river,
always
Brian?
say.
What's that?
Better out than in. That's what I always say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, isn't it isn't the flow backwards if it's gay? All right.
It's gross.
Uh,
I'm actually
all
down
right.
50 pounds because I can't afford to eat in Trump's economy.
There you go, Private Pile. You're a disgusting fat body. We wouldn't have thievery if it wasn't for fat asses like you. Yeah, like some good Arlie Ermy there for the.
I think that
Yeah, this is
being
the one I
down
was
50
referring to
pounds is a
earlier.
blessing for some people.
Yeah, so this is the one I was Morgor the Destroyer. Yeah, Morgoth. So in the chat, this is supposedly 50 pounds difference between left and right. I mean, if you okay, if your tires say it needs 40 psi, right, and you and you take the little thing and you go, psh, and then it says 35. You're like, damn, I didn't even notice that it lost 10% of its mass. That's what I feel like is happening here. Like you didn't know your tires were low because you didn't lose enough air. to make it noticeable.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, that is the most hilarious
so
metaphor ever.
yeah.
Um, no, what I
It,
think happened is that, well, if she really did lose 50 pounds in those two pictures, when you get liposuction like on your stomach, it doesn't make you lose weight everywhere else, like in your face.
right.
So you could
Right.
literally take chunks out of your body with a scalpel, and that doesn't make you look skinnier. It makes you look skinnier exactly where it happened.
Okay.
So you still have big fat cells everywhere else.
Right.
That's why liposuction doesn't really do that much for you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we start taking hunks out of out of your face, lady, or we're not going to be able to notice. All right.
Or maybe just go on a
But
hunger
I mean,
strike. I bet she could do a hunger strike for maybe the whole Trump administration.
I, perfect.
She,
Perfect.
she could probably make it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and apart from her, I just noticed the two individuals in each picture behind her, looking like absolute jackals. They look like they're about to bite her in the neck and drain her blood from her body, which probably would take also for the entire Trump administration to get all the blood out of her. But yeah, look at these two vampires behind her. Do you remember those guys? Do you remember Kamala and Joe? Do you remember?
No, I cleared that memory. This
Do
hard
you,
drive is limited on space, and the moment I cleared that, it was boom, they're gone. Don't need to think about them again.
yeah, it was like kind of like being in COVID, where like it sucked while you were in it, but then once we were out of it, you're like, oh, like that's ancient history. Yeah, I've whooped, I've blanked that out. All that trauma's gone. So yeah, we just trauma hold them two over the last four
You know,
years.
Joe Rogan said on his show today that people who won't admit that they're wrong about COVID, he's like, I can't with you. Like we
Yeah,
can't be friends. I can't deal with it. Like no, you won't. If you won't admit that you
it's a
were wrong,
baseline. It's a baseline of being able to be in any kind of interaction with you. I can't. I'm with him 100%.
like can you imagine like people who are getting the booster if it's still around, still doing this thing? I just can't. I There's a bridge between us and my level of understanding and their level of understanding. We live in different worlds, people.
There is theory among the woo woo granola eating ayahuasca sipping hippies of the world that there is two worlds and they're like splitting apart in many different ways. So who knows? Maybe we're just osmosising away from them. But I
Yeah,
certainly hope
it's
so.
it really is crazy. Like I live in the world where fluoride's bad for you. There's no such thing as ghosts. COVID
Wait, what?
isn't deadly.
Wait, there's no ghost in this reality?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Aw,
King,
I don't like this anymore.
do
Just
you
put me
bel
back in the old one.
do you believe in ghosts?
Okay, I've never seen a ghost, but I know people that I trust, and they swear to God they saw one. I mean, I went up to the house in Estes Park. Like, I saw some weird things, like, but I don't. Maybe it was dust. Maybe it was a refraction of light. Like it wasn't like, oh my God, I can see a figure. But people that I know and trust, one of them saw a like essentially like a woman's figure running through a field, like like a ghostly whited sheeted woman, and then a bunch of other people say they see things. So I don't know. Maybe it's not ghosts. Maybe they're seeing. Maybe they're able to see interdimensional being. I don't know. But
No,
um,
I don't believe in dead people having ghosts and those things. But
yeah,
I
I think it
do.
maybe they're seeing something else.
So there is like this real reality that's I'm not talking about ghosts, but like the spirit of like the energy in a room. Like, and I don't like either the word spirit or the word energy there because like they can
Right.
mean crazy things. But like if you're in a concert and people are all dancing, there's an energy that you join in with
Right.
and dance. And if you're in a library and it's quiet and still, like there's a different energy in that room. Like the way I'm using that word, that's real. but there's no like dead people that go through walls and talk to you or scare you or anything.
Yeah, I guess we can agree to disagree. That we're absolutely getting roasted in the chat though. So Tailbringer, thank you so much for your gifting a subscription to who was it? To Nelson. Congratulations, Nelson Steelbringer. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions.
Mr.
You're the man.
PYG is saying that I gotta let King Libertarian go. The crash was years ago. I don't really know. Are you dead?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Dead people aren't real. Quote Brian Piotr on February 6th, quoted as saying dead people aren't real. That's put
Yeah.
do
I
do
I
it, make a quote and just put it on your wall.
I do think it'd be fun to do like the like when I'm dead, let's cremate me and sprinkle my ashes over somebody who really hated me. You know, like
Just go up and just like blow dart them, just like just blow your ashes right into their face and make them inhale you.
pour me right over them.
He's a part of you now.
No,
He's with you forever. You've
just
ingested him.
take the bucket and just pop it over their head from behind.
It
So
seems like you have somebody in mind for this already.
no. I
Is
think
there
that there
someone
could
you
be
hate
like a
enough for your
vote.
ashes to be dumped on?
No, but we could do like a vote at my funeral for like who to do it to. I don't care.
Who's gonna chug my ashes?
I'm not sticking around in the little dust powder stuff, whatever I used to be. So I don't care what you do with it. The one time in college, out and about in public, and it was like a party street with like people partying. Some girl somewhere had a cup of glitter and decided to pour it on me. Strangers. I was the unlucky
Okay,
stranger that she decided to give me glitter herpes, you know? Like
right.
I had
So, yeah,
glitter on me and in my hair that was weeks and weeks
yeah. I was
later.
gonna ask, how long did it take you to scrub off the gayness?
Just like it was gold colored glitter. I found it like, you know, on your pillow the next morning for weeks.
Your wife's like, "Where you been?"
That was no, this was when I was single in
Oh, in college.
college.
Okay, okay. I don't
But
know.
I didn't
Maybe you
know
were in an
this
arranged
lady.
marriage. I
No,
don't
I
know.
didn't know this lady. She just like
Okay.
decided to make my life terrible for a long time. Oof. Man,
Yeah.
that was a horrible prank that
Yeah, she
I
got you.
would never do to anybody. Like somehow my ashes are better than that because I feel like a simple shower and it's over. But the glitter, that is horrible. Just get a cup of glitter and pour that on somebody and you've ruined their month. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We are
So
way off topic.
this is topic. This is on topic.
Yes.
We are Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps.
That's
Which
right.
means when you need a friend who hates the government, you can come here 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays, assuming my computer turns on. And we got this, guys. We're going to be your friends forever. As long as you hate communists.
That's right.
Continuing on mean tweets. US AIDS. I think the fact that the US has AIDS is the funniest part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
They've been
Yeah.
locked out of their offices and emails since Monday, leaving many unsure about their job status.
Let them work! Let work, they shouted.
And here's the mean tweet. We really don't care, Margaret.
Oh, and it's literally Margaret Breen and yes. Thank you so much, JD Vance, for providing us that opportunity to use that specifically against her, but in general, it's like a Karen. Margaret is now the new Karen. We really don't care, Margaret. And Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there we don't really care Margaret gear at forlibertyshop.com? I thought I saw
There
some
is.
yeah. So while we're on the subject, we don't have any in our shop, but the For Liberty shop, if you like that, if you like Vance doing his thing, I'm pretty sure I saw that from Austin. There is
Oh,
some
we got
really don't care
options.
Margaret gear.
Like, you're not supporting Liberty Tonight, you're supporting Austin, and that's great. You should. I love these shirts. They're better than I saw so many other people doing it, and Austin had the best design.
Yeah.
I really don't care, Margaret. JD Vance shirt. Like this is the best design of what I've seen out on the internet for this.
Yeah, I would go broke if I was just given free reign at his shop. It's too good.
Yeah. We don't care, Margaret. We really don't. One
We
more.
got two more.
To the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayers' dime will no longer be happening. The DOGE team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole of government effort to ensure.
Just thank God. You know, to be fair, I will sell a government subscription to, I don't know what we'll make, but what do you think? 50 grand a year per government check? I don't know why we're being so modest. 500 grand a year, and we will make you whatever, a video a day or something.
Yeah.
I'm flexible.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and Brian Stelter, who, by the way, is the I was at first kind of annoyed that he got brought back, but in this reality, him being back, it feels so good to make fun of him. It just feels right that he's with us in this reality. He says this is a symbolic stick it to the media gesture, and the mean tweet is, "You're not a journalist, fat boy. You're a hack and a liberal partisan hack." Yes, that's correct.
Heck yeah, he
Jeff
is.
SC.
Brian Stelter and a bald one. You know what? I've always, like, I don't know. If you're in chat and you have the Brian Stelter haircut, right? Why? Tell me. Why not go the Jeff Bezos route? Like, why not? If you're losing the hair, instead of going Costanza, just go Q-tip. If this is going away someday, I'm going Q-tip. There's just no way I'm doing this Stelter.
You find no value in the side hair?
No. Nope. There's just let it go. I mean, either do what Elon did and get some expensive surgery to keep it, or just go Q-tip. You know, that's
the hair club for men is expensive. Just to slice off a piece of your scalp and staple it back on.
I don't know where they get the hair from, but the two richest men in the world are bald. One decided to go Q-tip, and one decided to get implants. And
yeah, that is a good question, chat. Where do they get the hair for the implants? Do they just pick the next hairiest part of your body? And does Elon Musk have ass hair on his head right now? We need to know. I'm sure there's somebody in the chat that knows the answer to this question.
But it is the two richest men in the world are bald, so, or have bald issues. So maybe that's my reason, Mom, why I'm not worth $100 billion plus, right? Sorry. Next time. Okay, last mean tweet of the night. Bernie Sanders tweet from earlier. If someone wasn't questioning your motives, they certainly are now.
Yes, that's right. That's from the Children's Health Defense Fund, which is RFK's organization. He's trying to throw him under the bus about. So that's what makes this extra funny, is because the onesies that we covered last week that Bernie Sanders wants to wear for himself were the Children's Health Defense Fund onesies. So a little extra spiciness there from the Children's Health Defense Fund folks for the mean tweets.
Okay. Should I go into Carl's Jr. or should we go see if Axel Brones is going to be available?
Oh yeah, let's see if Axel Brones is around.
Okay. Let's go get him. I'm going to put it on commercial for just a minute. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here with Jeremy Kaufman, entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, and
Are you tired of the strange radioactive effects of leftist culture? Do you ever wonder what happened to good old-fashioned American values? Well, fear no more, because there's a new force fighting back against the cultural rot of today. Introducing Culturama, a right-of-center talk show that's taking back the future today. Hosted by none other than blonde bombshell herself, Daniela Pensack. She's not just talking, she's taking culture back. With sharp takes, brilliant guests, and a few surprises along the way. Tune in to the live video podcast twice a week, because the future doesn't have to be weird. It can be Culturama.
I think that at the heart of my philosophy is much more libertarianism than well, that's the fashionable word these days, I guess. A conservative is no longer just that. He's a libertarian, and always has been.
Yet any time you and I question the schemes of the do-gooders, we're denounced as being against their humanitarian goals. They say we're always against things, we're never for anything.
What is fascism? Fascism is private ownership, private enterprise, but total government control and regulation.
Well, the trouble with our liberal friends is not that they're ignorant. It's just that they know so much that isn't so. If we lose freedom here, there's no place to escape to. This is the last stand on earth.
Axel, welcome back. I'm so lucky to have you here. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing okay, Brian. We're winning on all fronts. Trump is just rampaging through his agenda. Look. When Trump got in 2016, I thought we could give him a C+ on everything he did, and by the end of his administration, I give him a B+. When he came in this time, I knew they had a plan. I knew they were going to go after the deep state and just crush them as bad as he could. But the pace he's going, I can't even believe it. He is rampaging against the globalists at every front, on the intelligence side, from the global health, from the executive orders. Oh, I'm so in I'm in euphoria right now. It's just, thank you God for Trump. Yeah. Let me calm down. It's going good, Brian. How are you?
It's going great. Now,
Yeah.
I want to know, the deep state is getting just shredded to pieces right now. But how much do you think they're going to pull out all the stops to stop the appointments in the Senate? Like, are they going to blackmail 3 or 4 Republicans and stop RFK Jr. or Tulsi Gabbard from making it?
Trump is absolutely demolishing them on every front, okay? With the takedown of the USAID, that took down their intelligence network and their backdoor channels to all the Google mainframes and the CIA fronts with the Fed boys and all January 6th, it's all come down. So my prediction, I predicted this last week. I predicted this last month. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me unless I make it all suspenseful and draw it out and get people to pay attention. When you could just learn this information yourself, just read the news. They put it in their documents. They say what they're gonna do ahead of time. Okay. I was okay. I'm trying to get in shape. I was out. I was hiking, and God came to me, and He said, Axel, you've done so good for me. You've been such a good servant of the Lord, but what's going to happen is a cyber attack. God told me on a hike, Brian. It's a cyber attack on the payment system, and they're going to blame DOGE. That's it. I'm making this prediction now. February 6th, 2025.
Did you lose your train of thought?
No. I'm done talking. What else do you want to know?
Hey, you know what? You've been hiking in God's kingdom. I want you to know. I think you look pretty fit. You're looking like you lost quite a bit of weight. Did you stop drinking?
Oh no. Oh no, no. But I started drinking more. And you want to know what else I've been drinking? Irish sea moss. That's what the fuck I've been drinking. This stuff is super powerful. It doesn't. We're supposed to work like this, and I'm not a doctor, but your wife will be very happy. Yeah, my wife, she's like, get off me, you're an animal. Okay, so, but let's calm down, Alex. But no, it's the Irish sea moss. You can get it at For Liberty Shop slash sea moss. If it's not up there, crew, can you throw it up there, please? The show link, crew. Throw it up there. No. Okay. Sorry. They're doing best. They're working up here 18, 16 hours a day. We're under attack by the DOJ. And I got a little present today from Trump's Justice Department. Oh, they're going down. Pepper, they're going down. Do you want to know, Brian? Do you want to know what they gave me? What that little birdie told me about the Justice Department under Biden?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I was listed as a national security threat by the deep state. It's all coming out.
Congratulations.
Retribution will be mine. Oh, thank you, God, for Trump. Thank you, God, for Elon. And then people still complain about Elon and want to complain about Trump, about the Gaza Strip. I trust Trump. I trust God. I trust this nation. And I trust that Elon Musk got the best interest of everyone in mind. Okay? Oh, can't stand these naysayers.
Oh man.
Got
I
anything else
think that
for me?
it sounds like you might be on some testosterone supplements. I think you might be taking a bit too much of those, Axel.
Yeah, it's the sea moss. It's the sea moss. Oh, you gotta try, Brian. It's not because I sell it, but you just gotta try it. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I gotta go fight the globalist. I'm up here 20 hours a day. I sleep at the office, so they can't come in here with their private security and take over our operation. But I've got a backup system. I got people like you on Liberty Tonight. I can come take out the message. It's not about me. It's not about Alex Jones. It's about the info war and you being a warrior in it. So they may take me down, but they can't take down the American spirit.
Thank you
We'll be
so
right
much for
back.
coming back on here, Axel. I look forward to seeing you soon. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll be back in
Bye,
just a minute,
supplements.
everybody, with the king himself.
Were denounced as being against.
We're back! America's back, baby. I'm excited to have you
America's
here.
back.
I'm excited to have you here. This is the way it was when we were kids. Carl's Jr. did commercials, right? And, well, I don't know. It sold hamburgers. And after trying a lot of other things that didn't sell hamburgers, we're back here for the Super Bowl. Here's Carl's Jr.
America's back, baby. Yeah.
Now, I gotta say that they could have tried making their food good.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not a Carl's Jr. fan? Rank your fast food?
In-N-Out Burger, and any Californians here, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've had it in Vegas. It's pretty sweet.
And then from there, here's the real question: is like, what counts as? Can I say Texas Roadhouse in fast
That's not
food?
fast food.
Well, it's cheaper than Five Guys. Is Five Guys fast food?
I think it's fast casual. Yeah.
See, I can get a ribeye with 2 sides at Texas Roadhouse and spend less money than Five Guys. I prefer that 100% of the time. If I'm so rich, it doesn't matter. Five Guys is great. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. I like Chipotle. just getting meat in a bowl and just saying, give me double meat in a bowl.
Yeah. Five Guys double meat. Let's
But
go.
yeah, I grew
America's
up.
back.
I grew up as a kid with Carl's Jr. eating spicy chicken sandwiches that were $1. I'd buy like 5 of them.
I would do the McDonald's one, the spicy chicken. Yeah, they used to be $1. They used to be $1, folks. You could go to McDonald's, you can go to Carl's Jr. It was the small sandwich. It wasn't the Whopper. You know, it wasn't the Big Mac, but it was a decent snack sandwich for $1.
No,
I
okay,
miss those
we're
days.
old, but I used to get 3 crispy beef tacos from Del Taco for $1 on Tuesday nights. I would go there and I'd buy 9 or 12 of them, and they were fantastic.
We used to be a proper country.
We used to be a proper country, guys, and you could get as much hot sauce as you wanted for free.
And we're
Man.
going to get back to that, though.
We're gonna get back to that, because here's what's happening: Trump's first 2 weeks in office.
Afuera.
Yeah.
Ministerio de Cultura. Afuera. Ministerio de Ambiente y Desarrollo Sostenible.
Afuera, afuera, afuera.
USAID, what's next? Yep, Department of Education, that's being dismantled as we speak. All right, well, okay.
Mr. PYG saying we're not old. How old are you, Mr. PYG? Let us know. I'm interested in finding out the comments. I'm old enough to know that Donald Trump is a young man. He's taken out so much stuff at 78, and Joe Biden is an old man, same age. I don't know how. I don't make the rules, guys. There's just age.
Steelbringer
Isn't
33, Mr. PYG 37. Damn, y'all are youngsters.
Yeah, I'm 36, so we're the same age. We're old.
It is only right for your king to also be your senior. So
I will say this, that I saw a YouTube video where this guy ate something and said, "Man, I housed that burger."
yeah, I haven't heard that one in a while.
And I learned that I am now so old that there's language the young kids are using that make me go, oh, feel a little gross inside.
Yeah, when you get into your early 30s, I remember this because I was once in your shoes. You start to it's a slow process of realizing that you're no longer in the group that's making up new words and stuff, and you start hearing things that are like that young people saying you have no idea what it means. Like there's that point in the early 30s where that starts to happen to you, and it's like, oh shit, we're not the cool people anymore. I don't know what these young kids are saying. I sound like my parents. I don't even know what you young people are saying. I remember uttering those words at like 33, and I was like, oh shit, this is what people talked about.
You're using words wrong.
Yeah, like, or when it's like that's not real music. Like, oh god, is this it? Have I passed to old? Did it happen that quickly? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a song that's like a couple years old that says like wet ass pussy, and I think that's when I realized that like, nope, new music is not cool anymore. New music is not cool. It is awful. It is trash.
And what's worse is that there's there was like little kids singing along to it because it was that popular that of course it was like censored versions, but still like. You're still singing the song at 12 years old, Ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we did that to we did that to people when we were kids.
Yeah, I was an emo kid. I'm sure people my age right now were looking at like, what? Why is this kid dressing so sadly? I don't know why his music makes me want to cry.
We never did that. Guys, we never did this. I hope that no one watching the show ever did this.
Yeah, after the last 2 weeks, going on our third week here, or is it fourth week? I'm not even sure. But yeah, we just need to check in on liberals, see how things are going for them.
Not doing
because they while they still are breathing, live amongst us. So we do have some sort of responsibility to make sure they don't go on a murderous rampage. So check in on your liberal friends. Reassure them that it is going to be okay, and that Trump will always be their daddy, and they should just accept it.
This guy doesn't have a daddy. You're screaming and crying.
This is fatherlessness?
Yeah, this is fatherlessness. You don't scream and cry on video and then put it on the internet if you understand what it means to be a man. Because
And see, you know, it's sad too, because this could be a wonderful young man if he wasn't damaged by the propaganda and the chemicals in the water. Yeah.
Internet points will not save your reputation for the rest of your life having made a video like this. Sorry. I don't know how many internet points he may have gotten, but yeah, that's not going to look well. Now, here's a little lesson of what's going on and what this guy's so upset about.
About how you can find out and how much we can find out and what it takes to get there. So as you can see, the Democrats are at max fuck around levels here. This ultimately results in max find out levels. They must be retarded. As of late, we have been seeing max fuck around levels by AOC and other D employees. It appears that they really want to find out. Not such a good idea with enemies in my corner. Hello X. Today we are going to...
That is all AI. That is wild. It continues to blow my mind what they can produce.
Oh, there's a separate tweet from Old Spice. They said that they previously had spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on videos for commercials for the Super Bowl, and that this year they spent $37.
Just did it all.
They did it with AI
generation. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this means for Hollywood and
what it
just
means
in general
is we are Hollywood now. Liberty Tonight is going to have amazing visuals, amazing funny videos, unique content, and it's going to cost you all nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Be able to produce this and something even better just with proper prompting, and it's just better technology, more available technology. So yeah.
So thank you all so much for joining. There might only be 19 of you here on Rumble, but I promise that I care more about the 19 of you than however many internet points that crying guy got who had to sell his soul to the devil and cry on the internet. Ugh. So I'm very thankful for you. Every single one of you who likes this video, that's like 1,000,000 one of those liberals turning in internet points. And you know what? Our likes, those points, we turn those in for like a ring of righteousness that we get to wear on our sleeves to say that, yes, there are libertarians who want to shut down the government and support my show. And just talking into the wind by yourself in a dark room, that's what weirdos do. But people who have shows on the internet, that's a legitimate way to spread your opinion. So please tell your friends about this show and encourage us. Tell us what we can do to make this better.
We're extremely important.
Here's what the summary of the 60 Minutes interview was with Kamala Harris.
David, here it is. My philosophy is basically this, and this is something that I live by, and I always have, and I always will. Don't ever, for any reason, do anything to anyone for any reason, ever, no matter what, no matter where or who you are with, or where you are going, or...
Yeah, they didn't release this unedited interview before the election.
Right.
Yeah, they waited until, what is this, 2 months, 3 months after the election.
Well, isn't this the new FCC director that got in under Trump? They basically had to get control of the FCC to be able to force them to release this. Yeah, I I tried to watch the actual video, and I got 30 seconds in, and she was like picking and wiping her nose and sniffling and snotting there. I was like, I'm already annoyed. I'm already annoyed. I can't sit through 60 minutes of this, huh? And try to sift out what was cut out and what wasn't. So I don't know if anyone in the chat. I saw that he was like, um, they basically took her answer to one thing and then pasted over her answer for another and just cut that part out completely to make her look better. So I don't know. Will they be sued? Will they have some kind of sanction on them? CBS? Is that CBS? Who cares? Who cares, Margaret? Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. We are the media now.
That's right.
Here in my beautiful bathrobe, you've got embroidered with my name right there. I'm Mr. Fancy Pants now, not you, 60 Minutes. And we don't lie on this show.
Is that so you can remember your own name when you look in the mirror?
No, for a lot of reasons. No. In fact, it is so that this item is easily attached to mine, like me. So
Take it to the sauna.
when
make sure no one
I hang
feels
it up at the lodge,
Yeah, the community bathhouse.
yeah, where we're all naked and wearing robes, like at the good old days. You can easily
Don't take
point out-
Piotr's robe. He's got his name on it.
Yeah. So, rumor has it saying this 3 times will cost the left his meltdown.
Mr. Chairman, parliamentary inquiry.
Yes, sir.
The gentlelady has used a phrase that is considered a slur in the LGBTQ community and the transgender community. And let me please finish
You already
without
said the T,
interruption.
man.
And
Tranny. I don't really care. You want penises in women's bathrooms, and I'm not going to have it.
Okay.
No thank.
Woo! Nancy Mace. What a firecracker.
Dude, I appreciate you going and getting the original tweet of this. Like, I love how we just don't care anymore. The politeness of saying, well, pardon me to be politically correct, but I think you're wrong, and pardon me, good gentlemen. Tranny.
Yes, J.K. Rowling and the troop of horrible TERFs who have no good agenda and who just want to be mean to trans people. Good on you, Nancy Mace. You're the queen of TERFs. You may have unseated J.K. Rowling as the queen of TERFs with your shenanigans, but
Nancy
I
Mace.
agree. No penises in the women's restroom.
Oh my gosh. So, Nancy Mace was the first woman to graduate from West Point. Supposedly, I saw that on X. I had done zero
Right.
fact checking.
She said that herself.
But I saw a post from Jeremy Kaufman that was like, it's hilarious that the beneficiary of DEI has become the most anti-DEI member of Congress.
Oh, yes.
It was like she wouldn't have gone to West Point in the very first place if it wasn't for
Right.
DEI. But now that she's the beneficiary of DEI, she's become like the number one opponent of it.
You created a monster.
Yeah, they created their
Yeah.
own monster with her.
That's hilarious.
Somebody
I never
fought.
even put
Somebody
that together.
Somebody fought for her to become the woman that she is, and oppose all of it. It's really
That's
beautiful.
what you call irony.
I describe it to Democrats what irony is, but they just wouldn't. We would just be Nazis for being Trump supporters, and we couldn't have a conversation.
Yeah, you have to have a sense of humor to get irony and sarcasm. So
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
Here's a video from Elon Musk. Don't miss a second of it.
Plane, not only on the plane a couple times, multiple times, he traveled internationally.
Oh no. X. Don't be like
Is
this
it-
to me, X. We're still online, right? Yeah. It's just X.
What
the
the
plane a
heck,
couple-
X? This is it. Whoop. Did it come up?
X don't like this video.
Okay. Well, essentially, it's Pam Bondi, and basically, she just got hired in as the Attorney General of the United States, and hops on network television. And one of the first things she talks about is the fact that Bill Clinton traveled internationally with Jeffrey Epstein on Epstein Island. Um, so yeah, as the brand new AG, it's pretty bold. That was all that video was. She's and she's like 63. Is that right? Pam Bondi?
She doesn't look 63, but I don't know if plastic surgery is possible in this world these days, like, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't trust
She's
the
looking
internet
good.
either way.
She's looking good. What's going on with your internet over there? Or none of the X videos working?
Some are.
Okay. Just pop to whatever's actually gonna work. Screw it.
Yeah. Oh wait. I don't get it. How can we be fine on the internet and X don't work? Let's play a game with our chat.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Okay. How about I start a sentence, you finish it, and we tell a story.
All right, let's do it.
One word at a time. Pineapples.
Are
super
delicious
until
Bill
did
the
grossest,
most
unbelievable
thing
I
have
ever
seen.
He
took
my
pineapple
and
went
where
he
could
not
see
the
okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
we were doing a story about Bill Clinton having sex with pineapples. That's what that transgressed into.
I was supposed to take a back seat so that more marginalized voices.
We back on?
No. It gave me a solid 10 seconds. And somehow our internet's still streaming.
What the heck? X, we don't have a show without X.
How can we have news without watching clips?
Well, let's just go through. Let's see.
Protesters chant deport Musk because budgeting is a crime now.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, the irony of being mad at Elon Musk and what he's doing with DOGE, and you're the same people, you're the same group of people that are out protesting the immigration raids. The irony there, or the hypocritical nature there, is just it's too rich. Mr. PYG in the chat asked, "Would you guys eat dog?" No, I'm good there.
If I was starving on a desert island, yeah, anything that's meat that's not human is fair game. But outside of that, no,
Okay.
not on a daily. Not on for many reasons. First of all, I don't like to eat carnivores. So, animals that eat other meat-eating animals tend to have higher rates of parasites,
right,
and diseases. So I choose.
They're eating a bunch of animals.
Yeah, and if you feel like, if the dog was eating kibble, that dog is sick. I don't want to eat that dog, right? That dog was supposed to be eating meat. He's a carnivore, and you fed him corn. It's not a healthy dog. So, generally, no. But also, like wolves, like you can hunt wolves, but as a carnivore, like they're kind of disgusting and full of parasites most of the time. They'll eat dead things, and so they'll get ringworm, and they don't have vets like that.
Yeah.
That's some nasty
It's
stuff.
not a long, healthy life for most wild predators. Yeah, they're probably in constant agony from the millions of tapeworms and other parasitic worms. And
So the real question is bear. I like bear hunting, and I've had bear once in my life. But bears can be carnivores or omnivores, and they can be like literally trash bears that live on a dump, and you do not want to eat that thing. Or they could be having eaten nothing but blueberries and eaten so many blueberries that their meat is blue. So it's like a
you want some free
huge
range bear. You want some grass fed bear.
bears are what they've eaten. But bears also can have nasty parasites, and you would never eat a bear that hasn't been thoroughly cooked. And even handling a bear's fur, there are trichinosis. I don't actually know if trichinosis is the right disease. You can get parasites from eggs on their fur. So like say like while you're cleaning it and taking it apart, you get some under your
That's
fingernail.
disgusting.
You get a little egg of some parasite under your fingernail, and then you go rub your face and like get it into you somehow. Now you can have a parasite, a tapeworm, nasty stuff from bears. So
Yeah.
there's even like there's no good answer other than ungulates, like camels, horses, deer, cows, goats.
Ungulates.
Yeah, ungulates.
Ungulates.
So
that's a new word. Ungulates.
I think technically an ungulate is a ruminant animal with 4 stomachs, like cows, elk, deer. Those are better than animals with 3 stomachs, like camels. I don't know. I don't know what else has 3 stomachs. Goats, maybe. I don't know. Not the expert.
You're way more of an animal ecologist than I am.
Yeah. And the fact that they've got 4 stomachs and they digest proteins better with bacteria in the different stomachs means that they can eat grass. Unlike chicken and pork, they don't have 4 stomachs, they got 1, and so they can't consume grass and other plant materials and harvest bacteria off of it. So that's why you feed chickens and pigs like scraps from your table and corn and soybeans because they have similar stomachs, digestive tracts to humans. Anyways, moving on.
Learn something new every day.
Bill Kristol said the deep state is far preferable to the Trump state.
Yeah. Real unmasking there. Bill Kristol, as you all know, is one of the most horrible human beings on the planet. He makes Liz Cheney he makes Liz Cheney look like a Girl Scout selling cookies. But this goes into in this process of this unmasking or of this DOGE and takeover, there's going to be a great unmasking where at some point they have almost literally nothing to lose, and they're going to come out and they're going to be like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? So for someone like him,
didn't Bill Kristol get money
from
from
the mouthpiece?
Didn't USAID money go to Bill Kristol?
I mean,
probably.
I mean, if it went to fund chicken sexuality, I think
we all believe it.
Yeah. So Mr. PYG, Bill Crystal Meth. Yeah, that's right. That's a good one. But yeah, he's one of these. Yeah, he's like Zbigniew Brzezinski or what was the guy that talked like this? Whatever his name was that worked for Nixon. But he's one of these guys. Like he doesn't just say things.
He is the deep state. Yeah, he's just like, I am the deep state. Life was better under the deep state. I liked being your ruler. I don't like it now.
Right.
When we're firing people and my slush funds are all being dried up. But here, speaking of people who don't like it, here's Chucky Schumer. We love this guy on the show, at least.
We will win. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Oh, you're waving a cane.
Yes.
They're laughing. CNN's laughing at him.
Even CNN is like, what just happened here? This guy waving a cane. Like I said in my intro, we are being ruled by people who can't walk unassisted. This is a joke. This is their last thrashes and a death row. They're on the ropes. Just let them punch themselves out. That's the situation we're in. Just let them punch themselves out. It's over.
Elon just brought in a handful of people that are willing to work 120 hours a week and have above average IQ, and they're just running circles around everybody in DC.
Yeah, Big Balls is on energy drinks. He's sleeping in that little recovery pod that they brought in. He only needs 2 hours of sleep a day. He's working 22 hours a day, sleeping 2. They probably got an enema and a catheter in this kid, so he doesn't have to go to the bathroom. Like this, 19. Do you remember what it's like to be 19?
Dude.
And what you could do if Elon Musk, you were 19 years old as you were now today, and Elon Musk came up to you and said, "Let's go fix the government." You'd be like, "Fuck yeah!"
I would be doing 120-hour weeks for free. Do you know
'cause
how much money you
You're
can make?
19.
Do you know after this is over? Do you know how much money you can make telling your story? Right? Basically, just like fit in an hour every day of recording everything that happens for a future book or future whatever. And then when you're done in a year and a half from now, write the most epic story about how you fired people, how you got into servers and found out there was fraud, and like everything that you did inside DC and all the ridiculous stuff that you find. That is gold, right? Like that's yours. You just have to wait for it to be over, and then you do the circuit, right? Multi-million-dollar book deals.
I want to follow Big Balls on Twitter, on X, Chat, Rumble. Big Balls has got an X account. I mean, he works for Doge. Like, what is it? What is his at?
He did work for Doge. This guy resigned. Whoever this was that they found out who he was. He had some.
What?
He had some
They
kind of.
made Big Balls resign.
Yeah, Big Balls had some pro eugenics stuff on there on something, and they made him resign. So
Pro eugenics, like what? There's like only breed white people. Is that what he
I
was
have
saying?
no idea. So I also don't say that I trust the report that whatever they said he had. Big Balls didn't resign. That was another staffer, says Mr. PYG. Breaking right
I hope
now.
so.
I would like to.
I did
have these people
see
on the show.
that one of them resigned because of racist posts or something like that. But then there was Big Balls. So okay. Well, let's hope Big Balls is still there.
I hope so too. I hope that he gives all of DC some jock itch.
Elon Musk, let's go! Who's he firing today? Who's he gonna fire today? Yay! Elon! I am not French. I don't know where you're getting that.
This is guys, we're winning.
That's right.
You can
That's
you
right.
can always tell who's the most upset, and that is the people who are losing their money.
That's right.
Here's some people really struggling with the New World Order, which they thought was going to be a handbook of the New World Order and like 15-minute cities, and what they got was Doged.
That's right. That's right.
Elon Musk. 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 Elon Musk.
Ugh.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
They're all ugh.
Oh man,
Every single one of them. Like I don't know. I don't know most. I know Elizabeth Warren. Ugh. ugh, double look. But like most of these people, I have no idea who they are. I just automatically, like, ugh, you. If I just ran into you in the street, I'd be like, goodbye. I don't want to have anything to do with you.
These people are doing protests that no one's watching. Especially once the USAID money runs out to Politico and Reuters and British Broadcasting Channel. Nobody cares. No one's watching this stuff.
Yeah, speaking of that, it's not in the stack, but I saw that the BBC was complaining that they got their funding cut.
8%. 8% of their total funding. And, and basically everybody in the UK pays for the BBC. Because you have to have a subscription to watch. So everybody gets it.
Yeah, so what some people may think that is small, like 8% of their operating budget. But if you know anything about large, any company, if you ran a business and then overnight you lost 8% of your operating income, you would flip out. So it may not be a fatal blow, but it is a seriously mortal blow.
That's 8% that you don't have to deliver a product for, right? Like you already deliver your normal product. So like your costs are here, your profits here. 8% of your revenues can take you from making money to losing money. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. 8%. That's a
Why
lot
the
of margin
heck?
to lose.
Why the heck are my tax dollars, my borrowed IOUs, going to the freaking BBC?
So we're coming up on our 250th year anniversary, right? The United States. It would be a perfect anniversary gift for the most populist, most libertarian based president to come sweeping in a populist revolution of the United States, reigniting a revolution that was spawned by our original revolution from the kingdom. If Trump literally tanks the BBC, like
that would be great. Take him down.
It closes because, of course, the UK government is definitely going to bail them out. They're not just going to let BBC crumble to ashes, but would be pretty great if Trump tanks BBC and they have to close. Happy 250th.
Yeah, well, make America healthy again. Here's making Europe healthy again. We can't just say, oh, Europe is so great about banning food dyes and banning X, Y, and Z, because they just approved the bugs.
Eat the bugs.
Eat the bugs. In Europe,
the bugs.
They say, yes, we like the bugs on, and you're going to put it in their bread and cheese, jams, pasta.
It was quite a bit ago, maybe 5 or maybe even 10 years ago. But do you remember when Subway was caught putting yoga mat foam into its bread? This is what this is. It's a filler. So it's up to 4% they could put in there. What we're just talking about, percentages and operating income. This is just every food company. So they say like, oh, you got to put a label on it. Oh, you got to make sure. Well, every single company is going to do this because if they don't, they can't compete. You just brought your cost of goods by 4% because these are essentially going to be almost worthless to buy, to put in these foods. So eat the bugs, Europe. Eat the bugs. You don't like our GMO soy. I get it, but enjoy your cricket cheese.
I'm not going to enjoy the cricket cheese. I'm going to have a steak.
Deal breakers there. What? So gross. Yeah.
I'm going to have a steak. I'm going to enjoy that. And I'm going to ignore basically everything that was baked in some foreign bakery. Like,
yeah, no more French bread. Ugh.
Ugh. Okay. Former FBI Director Andrew McCabe says that the FBI is in utter disarray.
Yay.
Great.
This is totally unprecedented. FBI rank and file agents and analysts who make up the vast majority of the field offices who do the work of investigating these cases, of executing search warrants, of executing arrest warrants, doing surveillance, electronic surveillance, whatever it might be, those people are never touched by the political winds that blow through every 4 years, nor should they be. They, as you said, they don't pick their work. They're assigned to the work that they do. The work they do is lawful. It's within FBI policies, and not doing the work is not really an option for them, right? They come to the FBI the most.
Guys, we're winning.
Tears.
We are winning.
Brian, would you like to do a quick synopsis and recall of who Andrew McCabe is and why him crying about the FBI being in disarray is particularly morselsome? Are you aware of Mr. McCabe?
No.
He was one of the center points for the Russia hoax. What was he, a deputy director of the FBI or something like that? But essentially, he was mixed in with all the the former FBI director that got fired. He was all mixed in with the Carter Page and the Strzok and all of them. So
wasn't it like 60% of all field agents were being used to track down grandmas who went trespassing on January 6th?
5,000 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
12,000.
We need to fire everybody in the FBI. They do nothing. We can maybe build it back with new people to do new things, but the people that are there, I think you're all trash. And for whichever one of the Rumble followers that are my field agent, I think you're trash, man, and you should probably retire. I think you have a few more out. You have 15 more minutes to accept the furlough. All you need to do is reply to the email and say resign, and all the paperwork will be taken care of.
You know what?
Do it.
They were probably so efficient at DOGE at sending out these offers, is that probably just now when you said 15 minutes to go, every federal employee got a text. And it's like one of those ones where, like, to continue, if you agreed, if you confirm, send a capital Y back. If you do not want to take the offer, send a capital N back, and just so many Y's just went out.
And you know
on the text.
You might get fired, and you're not getting the nice benefit and severance that you're being offered now, right? Like, this is the good offer on the table.
And then they can fire you if you don't take it.
If they end up firing you in 2 months when they get around to it, you might be out on the streets without this. So you better take it.
Yeah.
Go quit.
Yep.
Do what you as a government employee know how to do. Quit.
Yes.
You are
quiet quitting, quiet quit all the way home.
Yeah.
How about that?
I
said,
I saw over 60,000 people had taken the deal earlier today. I hope that number is just the beginning, guys. 60,000 employees. We got them to quit. And those people weren't doing anything for us. I guarantee you, everybody who took that.
I am optimistic, but at the same time, there's 1,994. Am I doing the math right? I don't know. I don't know how to do math. I'm a king. Everything's done for me. I don't know.
Plus all the contractors, right? There's millions of people who grift off the U.S. government in one way or another.
2 million federal employees, 60,000 down. Hey, I'll take it, but a lot more to go. Let's do the last kind of call out for the night before we head on to this stretch here. We are Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps. I am your co-host, King Libertarian at King Libertarian on X, and Brian_Piotr on X. Go there and give us a follow. If you DM me and I don't know you, it is standard practice for me to have a conversation with you only in GIF replies. So just be warned there. If I don't know you, that's how that happens. And there's lots of Danny DeVito, It's Always Sunny's ones going out. So you just fill in the blanks on what kind of gifts you'll get. But we are, like I said, Liberty Tonight, where freedom never sleeps, for Liberty Network. Weekdays, 7 to 9 in the mornings with Austin Peterson, Wake Up America. And we have Culturama, Daniela, Tuesdays, Thursdays, right before this show, 7 to 9 Central. And we have some delicious products and some great products over at the 4libertyshop.com. If you go to 4libertyshop.com and you search Liberty Tonight in the search bar, it will pull up our collection. And yeah, we got 26 new items, I think he said. We got a new coffee, and then we have the Gulf of America gear. I live on the Gulf Coast. The last time I was in the Gulf, it was called Gulf of Mexico. So I'm looking forward to entering the Gulf in its new name, baptized in fire and flame of a revolutionary election of a populist dictator that we know of as Donald Trump.
And one more thing is for everybody who's interested in listening to this show on iTunes or Spotify, our podcast has been submitted to iTunes. It's already listed on Spotify, and you will be able to listen to this show the next day every week if that's what you prefer. You don't want to stay up and watch, and you want to watch it the next night. Though also, if you pay for Rumble Premium, you can listen to the show on Rumble with your screen off, which is a nice benefit if you get the Rumble Premium and get the app. Or you could just watch it the next day. This will always be on Rumble forever and ever. So with that said, here's something that Chuck Schumer is offering us, tantalizingly offering us exactly what we all voted for.
This is just the beginning. If DOGE attacks USA...
Okay, I'm done
It's
with
doing
you
it
guys.
again?
Yeah. If DOGE
All
could
right.
shut down USAID, maybe he might shut down or audit the IRS or the intelligence agencies.
Oh no, please don't. Don't make my dreams come true. That would be terrible. Oh no.
My most incredible, far-reaching goals that I never thought I'd reach.
Yeah. It really, I mean, just to put a bow on it in this last 10 minutes of the show, and I just want all of our viewers to know and be with me on the same page here. Like, the amount of things coming out and the amount of movement happening just in this first 2 weeks is staggering. It is beyond any imagination that I think anybody could have. That I want to commend the Trump team for, one, keeping all of this so quiet, because two, this clearly had been planned for a long time. This was like a choreographed dance. You go to the opening night show of the new ballet or whatever it is, and they're all in sequence, they're all in unison. It looks like they've done it 1,000 times. Or you know, you see those special forces where they like when they went and got Osama bin Laden, they built a freaking house of his house, and they ran that drill so many times it's like they could do it with their eyes closed. So that is to that level what seems to have happened here. They knew exactly a plan. It was they went over the Treasury first, so they could stop the money. But it doesn't matter what any judge says. It doesn't matter if the agency says they're going to pay for it. It all has to go through the Treasury in order for the payment to be made. So they just lock all transactions. It doesn't matter if a judge blocks them from cutting the program, or the program itself wants to get paid and issues it. It doesn't matter. So they stopped all the money, and then they went right for the this is the piggy bank for the bad intelligence agencies. It is the CIA's daddy, the USAID. So for it to go this way, clearly planned, and I hope that
I think this is just the first of, or like, I think this is just the first of many organizations that will be uncovered full of, like, Elon said that the USAID's was all worms and no apple. And I think that there are many, many organizations like that that are just made to be grifters, funneling money and sending contracts to friends. This is just the first of many. I think that the three-letter agencies, there's so many of them. There's a dozen of them, at least, that have the same problem. And honestly, if we get access, if DOGE has access to the Treasury departments and where payments are going, they're going to be able to track all the money and figure it all out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that the Pentagon couldn't pass an audit. It doesn't matter that they don't know where the money is. I- The transactions are all tracked, every single one of them. There is not money that doesn't move from one bank account to another to where somewhere that isn't written down in some kind of ledger and recorded. There's no way that banks are letting any penny move anywhere without somebody writing it down. I mean, it's the nature of it. Like it's a. There's no paper money. It's not like I'm handing you dollar bills. There has to be some kind of handshake. You have to record it. There's like it's inherent to the system. So yeah, the like what's there was another headline they were saying, oh, they're feeding sensitive federal information into an AI algorithm. But yeah, because just to get through USAID and all of their web of shell corporations, it would take months to go through it by hand. Yeah, they're just feeding it all to AI, and then a large language model is training itself on how these people have set up this web of money laundering. And then once it's trained, it can, all right, this went here, this went there, this it went through this corporation, so they can link the money coming in from the treasury to the end user within seconds instead of having to navigate this whole web of shell corporations and stuff. So
And
yeah,
instead of like the previous, like the George Bush conservative style of, well, let's go reform it and go line by line and like try to take stuff out. No, it's not that this time. It's throw the whole thing out. We figure out if anything remains to be put back in, right? We just like all of it. Lock, stock, and barrel, throw it away, burn it, pour gasoline on it and light the fire. Like just we're not doing the reform thing. We're doing the shut it all down thing. And I'm very
yeah.
excited about that. Department of
So the
Government
the jail's
Efficiency.
coming soon, right? The indictments. What do you think, Brian? Does the indictments start coming down here in the
Oh,
next couple
I
weeks?
I think that the Attorney General isn't going to be in place and ready to drop prosecutions for 6 months or 12 months, and probably has a lot of other priorities. So I think the prosecutions are coming, but they'll
They're gonna be buttoned up. They're
the
gonna have them
the
slam
legal
dunks.
system is slow as hell, right? So we're gonna have to appoint people, build cases, and
But they can start investigations right now. They can announce that they've started investigations, right?
absolute. Well,
So
also
that's
like
gonna scare the
when you're
shit out of
starting
people.
an investigation, you don't necessarily tell people.
Right. Right.
So
But people are
you
gonna find out pretty quickly if they're involved because they're gonna start getting questioned. So yeah, the point I was trying to make is like, when are you gonna start see that real fear of God in some people's eyes that like, oh, it's only a matter of time now. I mean, there's got to be shit and bricks
I think it'll
going
start
on.
with congressional hearings for all the people pardoned by Biden who now can't take the Fifth Amendment for anything. So
And
I'm
then they
sure
just
that
plop this big pile of financial data in front of them and like, all right, so we see why you were pardoned. You want to talk about that?
yeah, well, Fauci just got pardoned, and Fauci knows where all the bodies are buried in D.C. I
Yeah,
expect that
literally.
you can bring him in and get him to do something.
Yeah.
So
All right, we got 2 minutes left. You want to do peasant of the week?
sure, do peasant of the week, King.
And then we'll take it off to you to head us out. All right. Oh, so much has happened this week. It feels like every day's a week, every week's a month, every month's a year. But I hope you're having as much fun as I am. I'm enjoying this reality, and I hope you are too. We've had a bunch of you hanging out, so it's been great. All right. I built it up enough. Peasant of the week is, you guessed it, big balls. Big balls. You are peasant of the week. Um, it takes your namesake to be such an ambitious young man, to have such a online presence that would catch the eye of CNN. Um, you have so much of your life ahead of you, and I just wanted to bestow this honor upon you because I want to encourage other men, young men, go out, say you have big balls even though physically they may be small, you can make that up in stature of greatness and achievement. So, Big Balls, you are President of the Week. Congratulations.
Thank you, Big Balls. Okay. Please don't clip that and turn it into a song. Anyways, thank you all for joining us on this evening where people's exes accounts were hacked and sold some fake crypto and rug pulled it and tried to steal money from people. Luckily, our X accounts weren't hacked. And then the computer that this show is run off of decided not to start until the very last moment. I did not know if we were going to have a show until about 15 minutes before. So thankfully, the board on my computer decided to fix whatever problem it was and turn on. And thank you for each and every one of you who stayed with us and supported this show and have been here and enjoying this content. We're going to do our very best to make it better every single week for you. And I hope that you sincerely hope that you had a wonderful day and you have a wonderful week ahead. We will see you next time. Okay, we're off.
Woo. All right, Mr. P.